Men, have you ever called out a man baby? All of my housemates agreed to let our roommate's friend, Kyle, camp out in our living room, since we'd get to pay less rent. But then came the piss on the toilet, dirty cups and plates, and at one point I found a coom sock lying around. He also had this awful habit of sleeping with his fat body exposed, and he'd never put on boxers when he went to the bathroom. It got to the point where we bought him a curtain to set up for some privacy. Then we ended up having to put the curtain up for him, because he never did, and we were sick of getting flashed all the time. I personally hated the dude for many reasons, but the worst was because one day he randomly decided my dog preferred him to me. He kept trying to take her for walks without my permission. He tried to get her to sleep with him at night, which never worked out because she prefers her crate. When we had our daily training session, he'd interrupt and tell me I was doing everything wrong and insist on taking over. It was actually a bit funny when he would randomly try to prove he could handle her better. She tends to follow me around the house, so when he'd see her he'd order her to sit, stay or come over to him, which she never did even once. She tended to ignore him, and I don't really blame her since he smelled so bad. Finally rent day came. We usually pay $900 each for rent, but we told Kyle from the start he only had to pay $400 each month since he didn't have his own room and we understood he was saving up for a place. Of